Hi chat, I'm running on 4 hours of sleep. Don't try this at home, kids. So, I was not expecting last night's stream to go that long. I've never done a midnight release before, and this is why. It was the day before a work day. I got 4 hours of sleep from... I went to bed at 4 a.m. last night after doing the road trip mode, and then, woke up at 8:30 to, you know, go to work, do my normal work stuff. Haven't taken a nap. I'm sleepy. I had some caffeine, though, so we're gonna do it again. Last night's stream was 4 hours almost, and then after I was done with that, I had to package it and put the VOD up on YouTube, of course, because if I don't do that now, then all the content creators are gonna make videos before me. They already did. They literally already did. It doesn't matter. I wanted to have the stream packaged and out of the way, and I'm glad I did it last night. But, that meant I went to bed at 4 a.m., and then woke up at 8:30, and then went to work, went to an appointment, played Kirby Air Riders while I was waiting for shit to compile, so my day wasn't, like, all work and shit after 4 hours of sleep. It was just, you know, I'm functioning. You know, honestly, this is one of the better times that I've functioned on 4 hours of sleep. I've certainly had my times where sometimes it'll go great, and sometimes I will just be a fucking zombie the next day. Luckily, this is not one of those days, but, the weird thing is, I don't crash the day of when I get 4 hours of sleep. I crash the next day. And this has always been a thing with me, and I don't know what it is. The next day is a recovery day from today's 4 hours of sleep. And so I'm anticipating tomorrow being groggy as fuck and suffering immensely. And, well, that's why we're streaming at a reasonable hour tonight, for one thing. And also why I'm streaming another 4 hours to do the story mode again. And ruin all of my spoons forever? No, I'm gonna be fine. Thanksgiving's around the corner, I'll have time to sleep in. But, that review that said that Road Trip would be an hour and a half, so that was a fucking lie. The mode ended up taking about 3 hours, or possibly even 3.5, so I'm expecting that to be how today's stream goes as well. Just to get people primed and ready for how long we're gonna be here. We're gonna be here a little while, but my goal is to see the real end of the story mode, you know. If you were there, or if you've played Road Trip mode already, you should know that once you beat it, you unlock New Game Plus, and your goal is to get all the vehicles. And so that is what we are going to do today. Assuming I can stay awake long enough to do so. Assuming I have enough water to do so. Back when my plan was still, oh, Road Trip is only an hour and a half, I was hoping tonight I would also have time to get to the other modes, play Air Ride, play Top Ride, that kind of thing. I don't think we're gonna have time for that tonight. I think we're just gonna one-shot the Road Trip and be done. And so, instead, I played Air Riders this afternoon and thoroughly enjoyed myself, unlocked all the courses, a lot of the machines, a lot of the characters, not all of them, though. But at least I've gotten all the courses now, and so I've got a complete copy of the game on that front. The checklist is just as addictive as ever. I like that they scaled back a lot of the requirements. I could see some of the requirements that, like, I really, really struggled with in the original Air Ride have been toned back in this one. They're still there, but they just made it, like, oh, bump into 2 of the coral things in Sky Sands instead of 5 of them and get first place. So I'm glad they scaled things back a bit. It's a lot easier, more approachable that way, but it's also like, huh, some of the challenge is gone now. You kind of just have to look at the checklist and do the thing, and then it's done. You don't really have to... A lot of the ones that I really had to push myself for, I no longer have to do that. And that is a good thing, because some of them were excessive. I did not actually end up finishing the checklist in my 20 years of playing the original game. I finished the Top Ride checklist, the City Trial checklist. Those were fine. But the Air Ride checklist, a lot of the times and requirements are just too tight for me, and I couldn't do it. I genuinely couldn't do it. So, I've gotten closer over the years. I've recently unlocked the credits, if you can believe that. Probably like 16 to 18 years later, I finally unlocked the credits and watched them for the first time ever. I want to prioritize the checklist on this one, so I'll probably be running that a lot on my own time. And maybe some on stream too, who knows. But tonight is not going to be other modes, tonight is not going to be multiplayer, that's tomorrow. So if you're looking for multiplayer, come back tomorrow. Tonight, we're going to see the story mode through, we're going to see whatever ridiculous fucking spoilers it has, we're going to see why Galactic Nova is being a little bitch. And that's the plan. They should remake other games from my childhood, like Sonic Heroes. See how that goes. Oh, my brain's so messy right now. I'm a plate of microwaved spaghetti. Part of it is cooked and part of it is undercooked. Ugh. Let's take my spaghetti into a video game.